Well, well, well. Hello, Aquarius. How are you? I'm going to do a reading for you based on your January 2020 timing. And it shouldn't take us that long, actually. I've been doing the readings in 15 minutes or less. A couple of them, I think, took maybe 20 minutes or so, but I normally don't even need to take that long. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Do that right away because there are other Aquarius out here that need to hear what's going on. Also, when you like it and you subscribe, it makes my videos available to others to see. Does something to the algorithms, and it just kind of makes it more visible. It also makes it more possible for me to do more videos. So go ahead and do that as I lay out the cards for you. All right, let's see what we have here. For your present energy, we have definitely soulmate, marriage, money. For the past, we have some definite confusion, some cautiousness. For the future, we have a female and some growth here. Um, so let's pay attention to that. Whenever I get a gender card, I go with it. I don't um, play around with pronouns and all that kind of stuff. So figure it out as the reading works for you. The reason you're here is because you made a shift with the Six of Swords here that has something to do with money. Everybody keeps getting this money card no matter how much I shuffle. It's amazing. You've been working on something due to some news that you've gotten that wasn't too pleasant, caused you to start kind of working on some things. So we'll go ahead on and open this reading up a little bit. You don't have any major arcanas here, so this is the little transition that you're going through. I'm going to choose one more card for this Eight of Pentacles. There are two females here. There are two females here. We have a lady card and we have a female card. Okay. And there is a difference. So only you know what that could be for you. A lady is someone with a little more value, a little more definition to her in your life personally, whereas the female is a little bit more general. I take the lady card as someone that you really know. I take the female card as someone you may have just met. Okay. Also, the lady card it definitely represents you as the querent. The female card represents the other female. That's another way. So if you're a male, there's a lady that you're involved with personally and a female that you may just be getting to know. But if you are a female looking at this reading, it could be you are the lady in the reading and here's a female that has just entered into the reading. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. This female is the key to something. We'll see where that fits in. They opened up something that started a growth cycle. There's a commitment here. with the ring card. A marriage. This is the second marriage card that's defined the soulmate Six of Cups card. There's a surprise around some money. Okay. All right. So it looks like there's a commitment that you've been working on if you're a female. That's how I can only really read it. So, okay, Aquarius. There's a marriage, a commitment that you've been working on. A commitment that has gone through a lot of negatives in the past. A lot of trouble. It's caused you to be cautious. You kind of drowned yourself in your work. I have to kind of read this from both because this is a male showing up in here too. So you drowned yourself in your work. You're in a committed relationship, Aquarius. But it looks like you met someone that you were involved with that caused you to work on something. It looks like you wanted to leave this situation, which is why you're here. You're trying to leave this situation, but there's some money involved. You want to make somebody else because there's a commitment here, but you want to marry somebody else because this is the bride card. This is the ring card. There's a surprise here. This person already has the ring. This is where you want to go. You want to make someone else a bride, which is why there are two females here and one male here. This is a third party. Two females, one male, already committed with the ring, but really want to make somebody else a bride. Money plays a big role here, and work. Now, what did I just say? This lady represents the one you're with. I gotta read it from the male perspective or the masculine energy. I said I wasn't gonna play with pronouns. There's some bad news around this particular one. This is the lady. Remember I said usually this is the relationship. This person has the ring. This is the lady that you're actually with, which is your wife. Commitment, ring. They already have the ring. You've been working on delivering some bad news to this person. This is so specific. I hope it resonates to someone. The reason why you're even listening to this reading is because you were trying to move away. You're trying to get your money right. trying to get all your documents together, and you're going to surprise this female that is the key to this whole thing with engagement, because you want to move away from this commitment into making this female the bride. I didn't even see it till it just unfolded that way. And I purposely just put it down and flipped it over because I wanted to see who this female was. This is who you want to be engaged to. This explains the growth. It's growing into your love life is ascending to a higher commitment, into an engagement with this person. This female is actually the key to this whole catalyst that has taken place with Aquarius. Wow. This is what you've been doing the whole time, is making the effort to make this happen. Because you have these romantic feelings for this person. But there's some religious factors that have kept you in this commitment. But you just can't get past how this person just makes you feel in regards to it. They make you feel safe. And you feel like that this person is your soulmate. And the more you get to know them, remember when I was talking about someone you don't really know? So the more you get to know them, the more you realize this is your soulmate. They make you feel playful, safe, and romantic. You want to be engaged with them. I'm not reading for them anymore. I think we got enough information on this person. They have made themselves known. But you have some religious factors that are influencing this. And you've been retreating in order to make this happen. I'm going to pull a few more cards, but this is a very straight to the point reading. This reading, just as a summation, is about a masculine-centered Aquarian, looks like, or somebody with Aquarius. I dropped a card in their chart, who wants to leave a committed relationship and marry someone else. This is not the first Aquarian reading that I've read like this. I read them and hear them all the time. I'm not sure why that happens a lot. My moon is in Aquarius. Take your time. Take your time on this if you're looking. Actually, when you do this, this is going to be to everyone's advantage, because to be honest with you, nobody wants to be with someone that doesn't want to be with them. It says, consider how the union that has taken place has or will be affected. Marriage is definitely on the table here. So when you think about the fact that you need to take your time, continue to retreat, the situation is going to be in the other people. Like if you leave, okay, so remember this. Nobody should want anyone to stay with them that does not want to be with them, first of all. And if you don't want to be with somebody, you owe it to them to bow out as respectfully as possible. Don't cheat and think you're doing someone a favor by staying. You can still support the person financially, emotionally. You just got to physically remove yourself from people that you don't want to be with. Oh my gosh. End it. Take your time, but definitely end it and follow your inner guide. Okay, that's what came out. I'm not going to even pull any more around this. This is a very personal reading. I don't want to give any general advice, any personal advice like this over something that is so general, is what I'm trying to say. But this is getting very specific. Subscribe, like, share. And I have to tell this to my fixed signs. It's Taurus, it's Scorpio, it's Leo, and it's Aquarius. You guys get stuck in situations and you don't want to leave. I'm going to do some fixed signs and some mutable signs, and a lot of people do the elements together, but I think I'm going to do some of the other categories together, because fixed signs have a hard time getting out of ruts. And you think you're doing the other person a favor when all you're doing is sparing yourself the turmoil that you think you're going to go through by having to pull the plug on something. But trust, 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 trust. And maybe it's because it's coming from a mutable sign person. I'm a Gemini. However, I do have my moon firmly placed in the 8th house of Scorpio in Aquarius. Those are two fixed signs. So I understand getting stuck in a rut. But I also have practiced getting the hell out of stuff that doesn't serve me or the other person. Get out. The one thing I know is that when you stay in things, you stagnate and stunt your growth as well as the other person. Nobody benefits from it. Financially, if you do it respectfully, nobody's going to take you to the cleaners. I know a guy who has been divorced twice, and neither one of his wives took him to court for spousal support because he was such a good guy, but he knew that those relationships were not for him. So there is a way to do everything. But trust me, as a woman, as a very strong woman, there is no way in hell that I want a man or anyone to stay with me that doesn't want to be here. I don't even want my children around me if they don't want to be. If you're ready to leave the nest, let me help you pack your things. And I know people think that's different, but it's very hard to let your children go. Very difficult, because you always, as a parent, feel like you can do it better. You feel like you can be more support, but trust me, no one deserves to sit and have to look at somebody every day that they don't want to sit and look at. All right? So reconstruct the world by reconstructing your mind. I know you can do it. Bye.